Every time the new year comes around, we tend to focus on all the new ways we can improve ourselves. But what about just accepting where we are now? Recognizing how far we've already come and enjoying the fruits of our labor. Slow living gives us the opportunity to pause and reflect on where we are and how we got here, to live intentionally in the present rather than the future. My name's Kirsten, and I spend my days processing grief and healing while staying kind, cozy, and courageous. And today I'm going to walk you through my guide to slow living. Let's ease into the new year, grounded in ourselves, embracing where we've already arrived on our healing journeys. I've been practicing slow living for the last 5 years now, and I found this lifestyle especially helpful when times get tough. I spent 2025 growing in every area of my life: my motherhood, my business, my community, myself. And by the end of the year, I was exhausted and I was sad. It hit me that this past December was my first holiday season as an orphan. And this particular wave of grief hit so hard. So I decided to slow down to make space for whatever feelings needed to arise to the surface. This looked like taking a break from my regular schedule, focusing only on my most important daily routines like sleeping, eating, skincare, cleaning my home, gently moving my body, and spending time alone. And it felt so therapeutic to just allow myself to be, to experience the full spectrum of my emotions, and eventually to move through them. It felt like a nervous system reset. When life feels most overwhelming, slow living gives us permission to breathe, to experience life without the noise, to move inwards and spend quality time with our bodies, our minds, our hearts, and our spirits, to listen to them as they guide us towards who we are and what we're meant to do. My New Year's reset guided me towards my current season of life, winter. I believe we all go through seasons during every chapter of our life. Spring is for growth, summer is for creativity, fall is for rebirth, and winter is for rest. And sometimes our seasons align with the elements of nature, and sometimes they don't. I feel lucky that my season of winter is during winter in Toronto, which is where I live. The days are slower, and it's a lot easier to slow down. I find that winter seasons are sometimes the hardest seasons of life to embrace. Our society is so obsessed with improving our current selves that we don't always have the space to pause and appreciate who we are, to recognize how much personal growth we've already achieved, and to take a well-deserved break. So I declare 2026 my year of hibernation, making space every day to rest. Slowing down to reflect on where we are can guide us to where we need to be. Knowing our season of life at the start of the year can help us figure out where we need to direct our energy. There is a misconception that slow living is about doing nothing, but actually it's about doing everything more deliberately. If you're in your season of spring, how can you embrace all the ways you've grown last year? Instead of growing more, how can you focus on staying consistent in the areas where you've already grown? If you're in your season of summer, what are the practices that fired up your creativity last year? Instead of focusing on creative goals, maybe you can just make time in your day for creative practices. T-sister, T-sister, teeth, toe, tummy, T-sister. N says no, N says no, 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 N says no. If you're in your season of fall, are there parts of your life that held you back last year? Instead of expecting yourself to overcome those obstacles, how can you spend more time with yourself to better understand what is stopping you from living your most authentic life? As we move through our seasons of life, slow living invites us to do so with awareness and presence. It encourages us to live life at a pace that feels right for us, rather than the pace that society has set for us. I hope my guide to slow living inspires you to take a more gentle step into the new year, to appreciate where you are, and to celebrate how far you've come. If you're interested in learning more about slow living, here are some videos about how you can incorporate slow living into your personal life and business. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!